With the release of Orcs Must Die Deathtrap, and this being one of my favorite franchises of all time, I wanted to look back at the early entries in the series to see if they still hold up. Obviously, I was going to start with Orcs Must Die 1, but that one doesn't work anymore, so here we are with Orcs Must Die 2. Would love to hear which entry is your favorite in the comments. For those who don't know, this is a third-person action tower defense game where you need to keep orcs away from your rift by strategically placing traps and shooting enemies. If you're thinking about picking this one up, just a heads up, some people have reported issues getting co-op to work, so keep that in mind. So, does it still hold up? Yes, and if you're looking for a cheaper entry point into the series, this is definitely a good one. If you check the right store or wait for a good sale, you should be able to get the base game for around $2 or $3, and it has tons of content. The game offers more than 30 different traps along with a variety of weapons and trinkets. Trinkets provide extra effects like faster trap resets or a higher chance of coin drops. There are also a ton of levels playable in both campaign and endless mode. I've played this one on Steam for over 60 hours. Obviously the game doesn't look as good as Orcs Must Die 3 or Deathtrap, but it still holds up visually. It also has a slightly more serious tone compared to those games. I mean, as far as shooting cartoony orcs into 1,000 little pieces can be serious, but you get what I mean. What I love most about Orcs Must Die 2 is that traps matter more. In the newer games, you can get away with failing early and just relying on better shooting. That makes early game strategies more flexible, like investing in barricades right away. In Orcs Must Die 2, that's not as easy, so you have to think more carefully about which traps to invest in and when. That said, the newer games did improve in some areas. For example, elemental trap combos are way more prominent now, making killboxes stronger. In Orcs Must Die, 2 ice damage options are more limited, and tar traps don't increase fire damage, yet killboxes are still crucial, but they were simpler. Back then, it was more about slowing enemies down so other traps could hit them longer. The depth of killboxes is much better in Orcs Must Die 3. In terms of quality of life improvements, the newer games also made progress. For example, in Orcs Must Die 2, you only get part of your trap cost back when selling, which is incredibly annoying when you place one wrong by accident, which will happen. AI pathfinding has also improved a lot, and the menus are clearer and more streamlined in later games. Just as in the other games, the story is fun, but not important, and plays only a minor role. You're here for the tower defense action. If you play these games in single player and you can easily sink hundreds of hours into this type of content, definitely start with Orcs Must Die 2. It still holds up where it matters, has a ton of content, and sets you up for Orcs Must Die 3 perfectly. In fact, there are some things I even prefer in this one over its sequel, despite the fact that I've played Orcs Must Die 3 for over 1,000 hours at this point. That's it for my look back at Orcs Must Die 2. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you like short but clear videos that don't waste your time, please consider liking and subscribing. Regardless, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.